you're thinking about moving to Annandale in Staten Island, New York. Well, in this video, I'm gonna actually take you inside the computer and show you around everything you need to see on a Google map. That way you can get a good idea about the different things in Annandale, from parks, schools, shopping, the main streets, and all that in between. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite spot in Annandale in Staten Island, New York. But before we do that, don't forget to hit that like, follow, and subscribe button for all things keeping you connected Staten Island, New Jersey living. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's dive in. I like to just start all of these videos just outlining Staten Island, New York, so you can see it. We have 4 bridges. Bayonne, which goes into Bayonne. We have the Narrows Bridge, say that 3 times, which goes into Brooklyn. We have the Goethals Bridge right here, goes to New Jersey, and the Outer Bridge that goes into New Jersey as well. Today, we're going to focus on Annandale section in Staten Island, New York, which is on the South Shore. Remember, we have South Shore kind of like here, here. Then we have Mid-Islands. Then we have the North Shore. Mid-Islands like this. Then we have the, I know, you love my writing, right? Okay, let's get rid of that and let's jump in a little closer. All right, this is Annandale in a nutshell, okay? This is what Google says Annandale is, okay? I think Annandale's a little more, but they're pretty, they're right, but just a couple blocks, because this is Annandale Terrace. And Annandale Terrace is a very famous, absolute delicious diner in Annandale. So that's why I'm saying these lines are a little wrong, but give or take, that's a proximity. Remember, Staten Island is only 17 miles long, so everything is very close to each other. Like right here, this block, Eltingville, this block, Annandale. You could literally throw a rock to your neighbor. So, all right, your main roads in Annandale. Highland Boulevard. Now remember, Highland Boulevard takes you from one side of the island to the other side of the island. You have buses, express buses, and local buses as well. You have Amboy Road, which is right here. Amboy Road is another main street with buses. You also buses and express buses. You also have a train station in Annandale. Remember, the train station does not leave Staten Island. It goes from one side of the island, though, to the other. So you could get to Tottenville, and then you could take the train all the way down to the last stop, which gets you onto the ferry. So if you're thinking of moving to Annandale and you want to be by the train, you're going to want to be at the top of Annandale or the bottom where the express buses are, right? In between, there are a couple blocks that have buses going up, like Arden Avenue. That has a bus that has 2 buses, I believe. That is an express and local bus, because that's a main block in Annandale. But if you're going to like Jersey, you'll jump on the Korean War and you'll take that. There's no point in going to the other expressway, because it's just out of the way. So you will jump on and off the Korean War. And now remember, the Korean War is the only expressway in Staten Island that goes in through Jersey and stops midway for the South Shore, basically for South Shore. There is a 440 that's connected to the expressway that goes through the islands. But if you're getting off on the South Shore, you'll only take the Korean War, which makes sense. Less traffic. We love less traffic. All right, so we looked at all of the transportation options in Annandale. All right, so there are 2 sections of Annandale. We have Southeast Annandale, which borders the beach right here. So this is all the beach area. And then we have Annandale as a whole. Southeast Annandale is known for, the beach. And they also have some luxury developments, beautiful houses. And that's going to be right around here, Arbutus and Nicolosi Drive. Now, I'm not saying that there's not any more beautiful houses around the rest of the area. There absolutely is. But there's just one particular one down here, Nicolosi Drive, Nicolosi Loop, that's very familiar, especially to Staten Island residents, because of the exquisiteness and the luxury of this particular area. It's just known for that. Like all of these are houses. I sold this one, 50, right here. So these are very, as you can see, they're large houses. And then it stops right here. It's actually blocked off right here. And then you have more houses, more blocks below Southeast Annandale. You also have St. Joseph's by the Sea. That is in Southeast Annandale, right below Highland Boulevard, right here. This is a high school. So it's a Catholic high school. So it's cool because when you drive past it and like the seniors are going to college or they get accepted to college, on the fence, it's like all of their names and it's pretty cool. It's like, it's a community, you know what I mean? So fun fact, Staten Island is the greenest borough out of all of the boroughs, right? Now look at Annandale. You got a lot of greenery here. We love a good greenery. So it's not really overwhelmed and packed with houses, right? There is a lot of houses, but as you see, it's also broken up because all of that is green. You can't build on it, they're wetlands, right? You can't build on a park. So that's a fun fact about Annandale. Another fun fact about Annandale is it was primarily farmland and in the woodland areas a long time ago before they started to develop it. And then the residential development picked up significantly later in like the 20th century. That's a fun fact. I didn't know it either. So when I was looking up things to make this video, that's something I found. So this Blue Heron Park right here, we're going to go jump back to the parks for a minute. This Blue Heron Park is preserved. They have hiking trails, ponds, opportunities for wildlife preservation. There is so much stuff in the Blue Heron Park. It actually has a nature center as well that offers programs and resources for learning for the kids and all that fun stuff. All right, let's talk shops in Annandale. If you guys have seen the other videos I do, on Highland Boulevard, there's a lot of shopping. Like that's like your main hub, right? You have Amboy Road, Main Road shopping, Highland Boulevard, Main Road shopping. But that kind of stops in Annandale. It actually stops in Eltonville, right? There is no more 100 shops on the boulevard anymore. As you can see, there's only a couple, right? You have Mike's Place, which is a diner, which is amazing. This restaurant just opened and it is amazing. I actually have a video coming out on this, so you're gonna see it soon. It's so good. It just opened. Fun fact, I sold that building to somebody who then rented it out to these people. Mike's Diner is, oh my God, so good. But see, do you notice the difference? So as you leave, now see, as you leave, now we're in Great Hills. There's so many more as you go down Highland Boulevard, right? But once you stop right here, it's right about here. I don't want to say it's a rural area. It just stops. It just stops being so cluttered with stores. And you see a lot more greenery, a lot more parks, a lot more stuff like that. So you do have to drive a little bit to get to a store. But that doesn't change for Amboy Road. Amboy Road, you still have a bunch of stores. So let's see if we can scroll on in here. So this is the train station. You have Annandale Bagels, which is so good. A very chic boutique. So the train station is right here. Right here. The Pizza Parlor District. This used to be called Play when I was younger. I'm showing you my age. Pizza Parlor has fantastic pizza. Butcher stores here. I believe everywhere where there's yellow, where you see the yellow, that's like commercial. Gray is residential right here, and then the yellow is commercial. Right here is all commercial. This is where Annandale Bakery. This is where the Annandale Terrace is. Let me tell you about this place. 2 floors. If you know me, you know I'm always getting the buffalo wrap. That's right here. And then right here is the train, which we said. And then you have more shops back here. When I was younger, Barbara Rausch's tutoring center was back here. I used to go there a while, like, you know, younger. We're not going to say my age, but I'm 34. But yeah, you have all of these stores right back here. And there's like a little terrace right here in Annandale. So this like sits in between both sides of the, I guess, town. This is like Annandale town right here. So like Great Hills has a town, Eltonville has a town. This is Annandale town. There we go. Holy Child Church is here. Church of the Holy Child Preschool. Glory Gifts Religious God Store. But yeah, the Pizza Parlor and Annandale Terrace. Every time I do one of these videos, I get hungry because we're always like, I'm always showing you like the stores and stuff so you can get familiar with the area. And it just makes me hungry. Just saying. As far as schools go, so since I do hold a real estate license, I cannot tell you that the schools are located in Annandale. The schools are located in this district. Just because if something changes down the line, I could be held liable. But I will tell you, which we talked about, St. Joseph by the Sea School is right here. I can show you them because they're on the map. Disclaimer, I'm not telling you that if you're in Annandale, you are zoned for it. Because again, I can't put myself in that position to be held liable. I know they're tying our hands, but it is what it is. But I can show you exactly where it is. So St. Joseph is here. And then we have Children's Academy. We have the Hockey Association. PS 55 is off Koch Boulevard. Again, I'm not telling you your zone for it. If you're in Annandale, I'll put it in the comments below, theschool.org, and you can see what schools are for which districts. I know it sounds like I'm not telling you it, but I have to be very careful about the school systems, because if I tell you, hey, this school is located here, you could buy a house here and you're zoned for it, what happens if the zoning changes? You're going to say, hey, Allison, you told me this. So full disclosure, I will put the school link in the comments below. Staten Island Children's Academy is down here as well. All right, so that pretty much sums up Annandale. It's not, Staten Island's small, so it's not this big, huge place. Annandale is maybe a mile, 2 miles long. It's not that big. It's right here. You're gonna have all different kind of houses in Annandale. You're going to have, there is some townhouses in Annandale. There is single family detached homes. There are 2-family homes. So you have a different variety of properties in Annandale. All right, and for my favorite spot in Annandale, it has to be hands down the Annandale Terrace. I have been there so many times throughout the years, and not one time have I ever had a bad experience. Obviously, I always get the same thing. If you watch my channel, you know I am a huge fan of buffalo, so I always get a buffalo wrap. But this place, everybody's always so nice, and I'm talking like I've been there for over 15 years. This place is absolutely phenomenal, and it's beautiful. There's always parking. Even though it looks like there's not, you always find a spot, whether it's on the street or in the lot. And the place is always packed, and they always make sure that every single person is like being helped and everything's on time, and I literally have never had a bad experience. So I'm going to say that Annandale Terrace is my favorite spot in Annandale. And if you're watching this and you're hungry, go try it and go get the buffalo wrap. All right, so this was your tour, your Google Maps tour of Annandale in Staten Island, New York. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's jump back out. All right, well, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot about Annandale in Staten Island, New York. And if you or somebody you know is thinking about moving in the next 9 or 90 days to the Annandale area or any of the surrounding areas, give me and my team a call. We cannot wait to help you. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for all things keeping you connected, Staten Island and New Jersey living. See you in the next video, and stay connected.